Good morning, EBC Kids, and welcome to our very special Mother's Day video. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there, to all the aunties, and to all the grandmas, those who take such good care of us. Today, we are going to talk about some mothers in the Bible, play a little trivia game, listen to an amazing song from kids all around the world that are singing it, and I have an activity for you to do. It's a scavenger hunt for Mom. Our Bible story today is about Ruth and Naomi, so let's check it out.
God's story, Ruth. So part of God's story is about a woman named Ruth, and it begins like this. Ruth lived in a place called Moab and was married to a guy who was part of God's special family, the Israelites. A few years later, though, Ruth's husband died. Instead of returning to her family, which would have been expected, she stayed with Naomi, her husband's mom. Naomi tried to get Ruth to go back to her family in Moab, but Ruth wouldn't leave Naomi, no matter what. In fact, she wanted to go back to Israel with her. Ruth said, "Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." So they both returned to Naomi's home in Bethlehem. Back then, though, it was hard for women to find work. Usually, they had to be taken care of by their husband or a dad. It's really hard to imagine that now, but Naomi and Ruth might not have even known how they'd survive. At first, to get food, Ruth went to the fields of a man named Boaz and followed his harvesters around. If they dropped anything, even just a piece of grain, she picked it up. This was called gleaning. Ruth worked from morning to night and barely even took a break. Boaz noticed. He told his workers to leave behind some extra grain for her to gather. When Naomi heard about this, she was overjoyed because Boaz was Naomi's relative and what's called a family redeemer. That meant that it was his responsibility to take care of his family. If anybody was going to rescue Ruth and Naomi, it was Boaz. Kids, we have a redeemer too. It's Jesus. He's the one who saves us. Anyway, this gave Naomi an idea. She told Ruth to put on her best clothes and perfume and then go to the place where Boaz was sleeping. Naomi said that once Boaz had gone to sleep, Ruth should lay down by his feet. Now, this may sound like a weird plan, but it was actually really brave. Ruth trusted Naomi and obeyed. When Boaz woke up, he was surprised. After all, someone was lying at his feet. That's not exactly a normal night. When Boaz asked who Ruth was, she said, "I am your servant. You are my family redeemer." Now Boaz understood. Ruth wanted Boaz to marry her so that she and Naomi would both be taken care of. Boaz agreed. This was a huge deal. Ruth wasn't an Israelite, but she wanted to follow God anyway. By marrying Boaz, she got to officially be part of God's family. In fact, Ruth's great-grandson was King David, and many, many years later, Jesus, the rescuer, was born into the same family line. Now, because of Jesus, we get to be a part of God's family too.
As we get ready for the Bible trivia, I want to encourage you guys to have the grown-ups in your house to participate with you. Let's see how many you can get right. Welcome to Bible Trivia. It's all about mothers in the Bible. Who was Jacob's mother? Rebecca, Bethany, Diana, or Esther? The answer is Rebecca. Rebecca was Jacob's mother. Who was the mother of Isaac? Abigail, Sarah, Ruth, or Aquila? The answer is Sarah. Sarah was the mother of Isaac. Who was the mother of Joseph and Benjamin? Was it Elizabeth, Leah, Rachel, or Mary? The answer is Rachel. Rachel was the mother of Joseph and Benjamin. Which mother in the Bible had a set of twins? Rebecca, Priscilla, Phoebe, or Rachel? The answer is Rebecca. Rebecca had a set of twins. Who was John the Baptist's mother? Sarah, Elizabeth, Esther, or Delilah? If you guessed Elizabeth, you are right. Elizabeth was John the Baptist's mother. Who was the first mother mentioned in the Bible? Mary, Martha, Elizabeth, or Eve? The first mother mentioned in the Bible was Eve. I think you'll get this next one right. What was the name of Jesus' mother? Mary, Martha, Joanna, or Judith? Mary. Mary is the name of Jesus' mother. And our final question, what relationship was Naomi to Ruth? Mother, mother-in-law, aunt, or older sister? Remember, we just learned this in our Bible story today. Naomi was Ruth's mother-in-law. Thanks for playing our Mothers in the Bible trivia game.
The Lord turn his
You can find a copy of the Mother's Day Scavenger Hunt in the description to this video. Thanks for joining us for a special Mother's Day video. I hope that you take some time to celebrate the mom in your life. Come on back next week for the next episode of Heroes and Villains. Bye for now.